Good afternoon, everyone. This video is going to be a brief video on how to set the yesterday's close information in the floor pivot indicator on the 1 point chart such that it transfers automatically the yesterday's close to all other charts. And so I'm going to bring over the CME page where we find yesterday's close. And if you don't have this link, I mean, this is the link up here. And if you don't have that saved, then I have sent it out to the room several times, so that you can copy and paste it. So remind me to do that if you need it, and I will copy and paste it when the room is open. So we come down and we find the current contract month, and we're currently in the June contract month of 2020. And we look for the settle price, right? So the settle price on this particular day, which is the closing date, is up here. Make sure it says final, right? Make sure if it doesn't say final, then they haven't established it yet. So the settlement price for today is $22.75. So $29.22. If you need to write it down, just write it down. 29.22.75. So I'm just going to move this aside, and I haven't really evaluated yet if I'm going to use that number tomorrow, but I'm just going to act right now as though I do. So from that point we come into the 1 point chart, right? Notice I'm up here. I'm on the 1 point chart, and right now it's saying yesterday's close is 23.50. And we are going to, for purposes of this, assume that what we're going to use is 22.75. So I'm going to right click on the chart, select Format Indicators. The floor pivots is already highlighted. I'm going to select Format. Then I'm going to come up here in the close. Let me bring this back over here. So we're doing it for Monday. Right, so the close, this will be for Tuesday. So the close date that we're looking at is Monday, May the 11th. All right, so the first three indications are the year, right? There might have been some confusion on that. Multi-charts, for whatever reason, I don't even think it's multi-charts. It's coming from the exchange. This data comes from the exchange. So the decode is 20 is for the year. So just sort of ignore the one. The one is always there. So 20 is the year. The next two digits are the month, right? So we are in May, right? So when that needs to change, then change it. And so we're doing it, setting up for the Monday close, and the Monday close is May the 11th. So that is for Monday, May the 11th. And then the next input is for the closing price. And we said we were going to take whatever the CME said. Right, so that is 29.22.75, right? So I'm coming over here to the June contract, right? So right, 29.22.75, right there. Now, when we're getting close to, and/or if we have just switched contracts, you have to make sure you're picking the correct contract. So at some point when we actually switch in June, we will switch to September before June is taken off of this index, right? So for a while, June is still going to be here, but we're going to be trading the September the 20th, September 2020 contract, and so we will be making sure we pick up this. That's a mistake that some people make. And so they ask questions about why theirs is not matching. So that would be the reason. But it's not time yet. We're still trading the June 2020 contract. Okay, so there it is, 22.75. Now I'm going to just move this over, right? So as you can see right now, and let me see if I can get both of these over. I'll switch to 15-second chart in just a second. But as you can see right now, it's 23.50. So when I hit this, it's going to switch to 22.75. Okay, and then if I go over here fast enough, all right, so yesterday's close up, it just recalculated, so it's going to it's going to already show at 2275. If I'd been able to do that fast enough, you would have seen the 2275 transition on the 15-second chart as it was the as it goes from 1 point to 15 seconds. It doesn't do it instantly, so the bar has to close right on this chart, and then it recalculates. But now as you can see, all the numbers match. So yesterday's close matches, the pivot point matches between the charts, right? 2275, 291842, and that's all there is to it. You only have to do that on the 1 point chart, right? That's the way it was designed. All your other charts, if you have some other ones that you have the floor trader pivot enabled on, is there. Now, if the number is exact, then we don't need to change it. For instance, right? You don't have to do this every day, right? If the number matches, there's no need to change it. If it matches the next day, you still don't need to change it. If it's a little bit, or if it's way off the next day and we just want to use what the chart captured, you still don't need to change it. So you only change this if we're going to use that on that particular day. If you forget to do it, you don't you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to use incorrect information, right? For that current date. The only thing it will do, it will use whatever the chart captured. So it will always use what the chart captured unless you input the dates and the yesterday's close information that it is supposed to be using to calculate. All right, so I hope that clears up any misunderstandings on that. I will put it in the support video area where some of the other more useful videos are as well, and so it'll be on the website very soon.